I was like experimenting with the AI lab. It was literally my very first ad created from the very first prompt that I just put out there that I'm still running. I still have 10 campaigns ready to go. You get so much at once. I was never gonna touch this if I didn't talk to you guys. So all thanks to you guys.
I've been using the lab for marketing and I am blowing people away, like, because I'm doing email marketing, I'm building funnels. And so I worked with an artist and she was just like, how did you come up with that? And I was like, yeah, I'm really good at copywriting, and she was just blown away of like what the lab's been able to do.
Thank you for all the help and all of you. You're an amazing community, help each other. It's amazing to have you all. And I would love if on my journey at 17, I could also put the AI games on my trophy and be proud to say that Hudson has an amazing community and I can be part of it.
So everyone, welcome to AIpreneurs Game closing ceremony, and everyone that had great wins last month. And no wins is small, and some of you had a smaller win, some of you had a bigger win. Congratulations to everyone with their wins, and we cannot wait to hear your stories. How did you do that? What was your process? So you can share everyone, so everyone can learn from you, and also motivate and inspire other people too. So we're just going to wait a couple of more minutes before we start. And Tatiana can share the screen and go through the pin post in the mastermind and go through that. Who had a win last month? What was a win? We could show you some of the wins. And also, we also celebrating the top 5 winners of the AIpreneurs mini mastermind in the free community. Nicole, you're one of them. Glad to see you here. So we go through that one too, the mini mastermind, what's going to happen on that one. So Tatiana, while we're waiting for everyone, Joe, maybe you can just share the screen and go
Yes. Happy to introduce the amazing wins of this month. Good job, guys. And every month, these wins surprise me because I think it happens out of the blue. Like it looks like it happens out of the blue, but actually I know that there's so much work going behind the scenes. Yes. And you've been on it for a few months. Some of you have been on it for a couple of months, a couple of weeks, right? So definitely congratulations, guys. We're here to applaud your bravery, your perseverance, your resilience, all of that. So first of all, let's start with Gav. So let me find the win of Gav.
Maybe that's easier, Tatiana, if you
Just
feel
go
like
to
the
the
community wins. Yeah.
yes, community wins.
And then
Okay.
returns. Also search
Perfect. Yes, we actually got Kelly first. So let's have a look at Kelly's one first. So Kelly, I was really surprised and we're looking forward to hear to that story. This was a very catchy title. I got fired on June 3rd and then made over 9K this month. This was amazing. And I love the victory picture. I like everything I can see. I think I can see the treadmill also in the background. Yes, that you were sharing with us. That is fantastic. I'm so proud of you. I know that you've been on it for a lot of weeks, a lot of months. You've been trying to find out what's going to work out for you, right? So we are super keen to hear your story today. But congratulations with that. That is a huge win. So let us all woo for Kelly. Good job, Kelly. Well done. And the next win that we had was actually from Jewel. This win is not money related, but it is mindset related. And Jewel actually cut her finger, so she's in a hospital, so she will be on and off. But I just wanted to bring this up because every little win counts. And what happened with Jewel is Jewel has been working in this hospitality industry for a long time. And then just after a single call with Atina and just after 3 days in AIpreneurs, she had like a huge breakthrough revelation, like, oh my goodness, this is what I want to do. She got so much clarity, right? So her title says redefined path after 3 days in AIpreneurs. So if we have a chance to talk to Jewel today, if she's going to feel all right, she will also share her story with us. And then the next one is Leo. Leo surprised us all by winning the Skool games. That was a huge win. He will be able to join us in a couple of minutes, a little bit later. So probably he will be the last one to share his win. But that was insane. He joined the Skool games. He shared in this post that he was calling literally everyone all day, like just cold calling, cold leads, warm leads, everything, right? Everything that had two legs, as he says. And, we're looking really forward to hearing that story because we teach often in our mastermind about cold outreach, right? And how you got to get on the phone and just keep calling and calling and calling. And even yesterday, we were recording the podcast with Jennifer, who was the winner of April. And she is a great testament of that because she was just calling and calling people like all day. So learning about the cold outreach and getting out there and going all in would be really interesting to hear from Leo. So congratulations, Leo. Well done, Leo. And the last one, the last but not least, Gav, I wanted to start first with you, but your win is the last one here. Landed a 17K client after 3 days using Facebook ads creator. Oh my goodness. And I remember Gav was telling me like, oh, my Facebook manager got hacked. And we have actually also Jonathan here, Jonathan Mitchell on the call with us, who had a very similar situation. His account was also hacked. And oh my goodness, guys, I can only imagine how many circles of hell you have to go through to fix that Facebook hacked account. It's a lot. I know it's a lot, but I'm glad that Gav, you found a workaround. Yes,
Yeah.
and you didn't wait. I'm really grateful that you did not wait, right? And
Yeah.
Jonathan, the
I would have
same.
never started.
Jonathan, yeah, Jonathan didn't wait. You're just like, okay, it's not working. Let's just figure a workaround. And Gav, you did that. And just after running 3 days of your Facebook ads, 17K client, that is amazing, super amazing. So we can't wait to hear your story about what was your Facebook ad about, right? How did you create that? All of that. So yeah, guys, we have a lot of juicy stories today. And let's just dive into your stories and you guys share with us your wins, specifically highlight what do you do, what are your goals, how did you achieve that, right? So that everyone in the community who's here and who's gonna catch a replay later as well can learn from you, right? Because as we talked about the Roger Bannister story, yes, once someone has done that, then for everyone else, it seems like it's way, way, way more possible. So your stories, guys, are the pavement for so many other people. You're paving the way for so many other people in the community to feel more confident that they can achieve that too. Okay, so Atuna, back to you.
Congratulations again, everyone. Thank you, Tatiana, for going through each win. So who wants to start? So we have Gav here, we have Kelly. Who wants to start first?
I guess I'll start.
Here we go. The best
All
they
right,
both
yeah. So I was in a war with 50 different departments of Facebook to prove that I am who I am. And eventually, I mean, it was still not, it still didn't get resolved. So I just made a new account with my wife as the marketer. And I was kind of just, I was like experimenting with the AI lab, just experimenting, kind of like not a lot of emotional, what's the word? Like I was just not very attached to the result. I was like, let's just see what happens. Put a little budget, experiment with what happens, and type in basic stuff to create the ad. I got a few funny images that were generated and put the ad out. I don't know if you guys want, I could maybe share it later. I just don't want to stop and go through it. I just put a ad out. Maybe it was like $30 a day or $40 a day budget, and our product is pretty high ticket. So any success I'm gonna get, the contract amount is gonna be fairly large. So it's a home improvement contract. So I'm like, all I need to do is just get on the phone with these people and we can take care of it from there. The very, very first customer we talked to was a deal. So it was very encouraging to continue. And it was like
Oh my
$20
God.
spent,
That was the first
It's not always that
first
easy though.
person
Like
that
as
took a
time
call.
progressed, I realized I have to really earn the business. This one was just a green light for me to go ahead.
Oh,
But it
but
was the very
so
first customer.
tell us, so you put $30 to $40 a day, and
Yeah.
how many people book a call, like on day 3?
Uh,
3.
Day 3, I don't remember the day 3, but like by now we've probably set 12 appointments over the last 10 days, which for the amount that I'm spending is like, I would say 1/5 of our average lead cost.
Wow.
Well, yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm just kind of just seeing what is the predictable rate so I can bump up the budget. It's probably $80 or $90 a day that I'm spending. But I do want to get a more predictable rate of success before I really make it a bigger investment into it, you know. I don't want to get too high on the fact that for whatever reason my very first customer was a sale. Because spread out over time, you know, it came down to more realistic numbers in terms of conversion.
Oh,
So, but
wow.
it's very encouraging. And I used maybe 1% of the software capability. It was literally my very first ad created from the very first prompt that I just put out there that I'm still running because
Oh,
it
wow.
seems like the work is not really more ads, you know. I'm more fine-tuning the audience targeting. And that's
That's
what I'm
amazing.
really
So did
realizing.
you use, if you don't mind, just the
Yeah.
pitch tool in the ad? Because I'm just gonna share the screen.
The Facebook creator, Facebook ad creator.
Okay, so let me share the screen for some of you that want to know exactly what tool Gav used. So we got the multiple tools for the ad. So you use the direct
Direct
response
response.
one or the direct response one? That's
Direct response. I think this wasn't available. I didn't remember seeing this
oh, it
before.
was. It was the
Oh, I
story.
don't know. I don't remember that. I used the direct response one.
No, you can. What you could do is the hack
Yeah.
is actually use a mix of both. So you could actually go
Mm-hmm.
crack more content by just having a mix of storytelling and direct response. I'm telling you
Mm-hmm.
guys why it's good to do that because the same audience would see the two different type of ad. The storytelling would really resonate better with the right branders. If someone's saying it, they will resonate. It's not salesy, it's not direct, but they will resonate with your brand. They will resonate with you behind the brand. So that's really, really good. And then let's say that they see that storytelling top of the ad, they resonate with your brand, they like it, they don't click on it because it's not too direct. And then an hour after, they see the same picture, but they see a different copy, which the copy is more direct response. Then they're gonna click on it. Why? Because they read their story, now they resonate better. So we found that if you use a mix of both of them together, they're really powerful. That's something you need to try, Give. No, use a mix.
Yeah, I will.
And the other thing, guys, you could
Definitely.
do is we try that method as well by the modeling. If you go to the database and grab someone in your industry that crushing it or anyone that is good, let's say Billie Jean. I really like the Billie Jean ads. So we got in the database the Facebook ad library that you could access to the Facebook ad copy. And what one thing that I usually do is that I go and choose 2, 3 a style of ads that I like, then we go and create also this one too. So that's going to be a mix of direct response, a mix of the storytelling, and also modeling after someone else. Then all of a sudden you have 3 completely different type of the ads, if that makes sense. And with each
Yeah.
of them, you put like at least 10, 15 different variation because with the lab you could create different variation using the different language model. All you need to do just copy this, and then you go and choose your business context in here, right? Let's say that my webinar funnel. I just choose that, I'll paste it in here, and that's it. So that's also another top. So basically that's what you could do.
Wow.
I'll just wait it
I
for,
mean,
yeah.
the amount of continual potential ads that it made, it was just, I mean, I had like 10 campaigns. I still have 10 campaigns ready to go. I just don't want to throw so much out there until I fine tune the audience, you know? It's so much, you get so much at once. It's almost like you need to just put on your own brakes so you don't go crazy.
Yeah, that's right. So that's basically what you could do, talking about challenge and stuff. But well done, amazing. So for the audience part, tell everyone about how did you start with the audience? Like what did you choose for the audience?
So our
How did
business is actually, it's kind of like location sensitive because it needs to be at least like within 75, 80 miles of me for us to go out there and do the job. So I tried a couple things and Israel told me something that never crossed my mind. I'm kind of located around Los Angeles. So I did like 50-mile radius of Los Angeles. But that audience is like the most expensive audience in the world. So, you know, after I saw like, hey, I'm spending way too much money for a lead, I kind of retargeted the suburbs that are not exactly Los Angeles, but like around it. And kind of just because it's still affordable for us to go out there to do the jobs, but the audience is so much less expensive. So I'm getting a lot more exposure with the ads. to similar, for a similar ad spend, I'm getting maybe double or triple the exposure.
Wow, such a
Yeah.
big change. So literally,
Yeah,
by
like
giving that advice to go to the Iran LA versus LA, you all of a sudden get
yes,
double with the same spend.
yeah.
That's
Yeah,
genius.
and it was just counterintuitive because I was like, okay, where is my best customer? It's like the high income neighborhoods in LA. But the expensiveness of the audience it kind of outweighed the fact that hey, there's someone out just a little bit outside of Los Angeles that still has a great project for us,
Wow, that's amazing. So
Yeah.
for those of you that are new and yeah, you haven't talked to Azrael yet, so he's our media buyer specialist, one of the best in the world. So we got a session with him every week. And try to take leverage of these sessions, guys, especially if you launch your Facebook ads, you're not quite sure about the audience, you're not quite sure about the budget, your ROI is not good. This is the course that you guys need to attend every week. So we will help you to increase your ROI by just giving you advice, reviewing your account. So he's one of the best in the world. He's an international speaker, has been working for so many nine-figure companies, spending like millions of dollars in the Facebook advertising himself. So definitely try to use his brain and experience. And that's amazing. So with one advice to change. So what is next for you? What is the goal, Gabe? Like let's say that what is your goal in the next 6 to 12 months? What is the ideal goal that you're gonna say, if I achieve that, I'm gonna feel very, very happy.
Um, I mean, the standard is if I could create a campaign that generates $1 million of total revenue over the course of a year, that's a big achievement to add to our bottom line. So that's that for now. That's the goal. But if I'm able to create a predictable rate of return over the next 30 days or so, I can say, hey, every $1,000 I spend, I'm getting a new client, and the client is worth this much. If I can create some kind of a rate of return, and it allows me to have the confidence to just really increase the ad spend, that's where I would feel like, all right, I've established a new bloodline into my business, like a new blood flow is coming in that didn't exist before. Because right now I'm still experimenting. I'm doing something and I'm waiting 5 days to see if I hurt the business or I help the campaign or I hurt the campaign. So I still need to know once I hit that sweet spot with my audience, the creative, the targeting, and it's kind of cohesive, and I can actually I'm just controlling how much I'm spending, and maybe once in a while I'm tweaking the creative a little bit to, you know, give someone a new visual. I would consider that a massive success because before the first time that I was doing ads, that's when I realized, okay, now I'm really winning with this because I was literally doing a tweak once every 10 days. That's where I want to be, not where I have no idea what's going to happen tomorrow. So I'm still getting to that point of targeting the creative audience and the what else? I guess that's it. The audience and the creative.
So have you tried our calculator, Gabe?
No.
So let me show it to you and also everyone else. So when you guys want to reverse engineer to, let's say Gabe has a goal. So he wants to have $1 million in 12 months. He also wants to have a short-term goal, right? So if you guys go to the classroom and then search for calculator, anything you guys want to look for it, by the way, guys, just go to classroom and search for it. You can find it. So this calculator is based on the 60 days goal, but you could adjust the number you could literally, what you need to do, go to the file and make a copy of it. So it will become editable for you. At the moment, it's just view only. All you need to do, just play around with that. So if you, for example, for your scenario, right, Gabe, so if your setup fee is, for example, you just have like, what is your average order value? Is it like 70,000 roughly?
Order value 15, what do you mean monthly?
Average. Is it monthly or
Average is
one-off?
each sale is about 15,000.
Okay, that's it. So there's no month. Okay, so in that scenario, what we do is that we set 50,000 here. We make this one to be 0. Yeah. So what it
Yeah.
does, it will come up with how many outreach you need to do. This applies to all outreach and also Facebook. So with the Facebook, we need to outreach that many people in 60 days, and it will break it down by daily. 41 outreach. So you just need to get 41 people, outreach to 41 people. That means that they click on your ad. What we call with the Facebook when it comes to outreach, that means like click. 41 click to your ad a day. And then based on that 41, what is your opt-in rate? Your opt-in rate or opt-in, the people that opt in and book a call is 10%, right? So you need to have that many discovery call. If your close rate is also 10%, then you need to get 25 clients to achieve this revenue. You could play around with this revenue as well if you want to achieve $1 million. So this calculator is pretty good. So what you guys need to do, clone it. And once you clone it, then you play around with all of this number. Then you could play around, and that's going to give you a bit of like good indication of having a direction. Say, I want to achieve this result. You know exactly how many people impression, how many click, how many book calls you need to get. So I would suggest to definitely use that to achieve your goal, because then you'll have a little bit better direction and, you know, knowing about the numbers and everything. So yeah, that's fantastic, Ev. Like, we cannot wait to help you here. You're on the right track. Fantastic. You just need to keep optimizing it, and as you optimize it, try to increase the budget. But one thing you guys need to be aware of is with the Facebook, as we increase the budget, the ROI might decrease. Okay. So for example, if you're spending $50 a day and your ROI is, let's say that the 2x, you put $1 in, you get $2 out, or you could put $1 in, you get $5 out. Okay, that's fantastic. You're gonna say, oh my gosh, that doesn't mean that if you 10x your budget, you're going to 10x your ROI as well. So that means your ROI is gonna decrease. So if you were spending $1 to get $5 out, using for $50 budget, if you 10x your budget all of a sudden is $500 a day, then you might put $1 in, you get $2 out. Right? You know what I mean? So your ROI decrease. But what is the point here? One of the mistakes that a lot of the beginners and entrepreneurs make, they feel like that, oh, I'm not going to increase my budget because my ROI decreased. But do you prefer to get less in profit, but have a scalable business, or you prefer to stay where you are because you don't want to sacrifice your ROI? This is part of the game. As we make more money, our profit decrease. This is part of the game. We have to get used to that. And that's the fact is that, okay, that's fine. As long as I can create a business that is the fulfillment is quite automated, it's not that difficult, I can afford to put a lot more money into the marketing and to get less ROI, because now I can scale it. So that's something that you guys need to bear in mind, because sometimes the people say, oh, I increased in my budget, my ROI decreased, so I put it back to what it was. I'm like, you're never going to be able to scale then. This is not how it works. So that's just one thing to bear in mind, yeah? So we have to adjust those marketing budget and stuff. All right, so that's all good. Thank you so much, Gav, for sharing, and that's fantastic news. Congratulations.
Hey, you and Tatiana got me into this. I was never gonna touch this if I didn't talk to you guys. So all thanks to you guys. I would have never done it.
Nice. And we keep pushing you, huh?
Yeah, you did.
No, you're amazing. You're amazing. Well done. Well done for taking action. Yes. Very good. Okay, perfect. And I can see that Jonathan is resonating so much, because Jonathan had so much trouble with Facebook ads a couple of months ago. And yeah.
Use your wife's identity. That's the answer. Just use someone else's.
Yeah, actually, I ended up, first of all, congrats, Gav. I ended up using my VA's Facebook because I'm divorced. So I have no
Yeah, but yeah, I think you guys pretty much found a similar workaround, like using someone else's. I don't know if there's still hope to recover yours. I mean, that would be great, because obviously, ideally, you want to have control over what you're doing, right? But yeah, anyway, I'm glad that you have this entrepreneurial mindset that if something doesn't work, I just continue to other solution. That's really, really important, right? Don't get stuck on something. Don't get stuck on little things. Just find a workaround. Beautiful, fantastic. Okay, so shall we invite Kelly next? Kelly. Welcome on stage. Congratulations, Kelly. So your story is very, very interesting, because we have never had anyone who would just go like that. Like, okay, I'm quitting my job, or I get fired. Like, what's happening next? So we're all ears. We would love to hear your story. Please share with us what happened this last month.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm still kind of catching up, and my body's still like coming out of shock of like what just happened. But I mean, I've been trying to make a side business work for 7 years. For 7 years, I've been trying to do something. And so it finally worked. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, it's crazy. And it kind of came out of the blue that I got fired. It was nothing to do with my job performance. It had something to do with, me posting. I posted their logo on my website. And so anybody out there, if you work in corporate, do not post anything of their stuff, because I had on my website of like companies I've worked for. So I had all the companies I've worked for, like all the different brands, but they're a really big company. So that was not okay. And so I was let go, and it was very much like, oh my gosh, what do I do? Like, and normally I would be, okay, I'm going to go find another job because I live in California. My rent is like almost $3,000 a month. Like I don't have anything else. Like I have no family, I have nothing else. Like I'm single by myself. So I'm like, what am I going to do? In May, I made about $2,600 on my side business. So I'm like, that can't even cover my rent. Like, what am I going to do? And so I was just like, you know what? I'm going to bet on myself. I'm going to take those 10 hours that I used to spend in an office, and I'm going to go all in. I'm going to do lead generation. I'm going to do outreach, and I am going to get on calls. And I think I took like 21 sales calls in June, and that's a lot for me. I was doing, I think at the most I had 4 in one day, and it was crazy because it's just like you have to be up, and then you have to do proposals, and then you're like, okay, and proposal, and it was just a lot. And then having to also, do my business stuff, and then also fulfillment for my clients. And so it's been kind of crazy for me. But yeah, it's just been a whirlwind, and so I just got really structured. I'm a very structured person. And so every single morning I woke up at 5 a.m., I played with my cat, and then I like got to outreach. And it's like, I remember having this conversation with you, Tatiana, and I bought the Loom videos, and I was like, I don't want to do Loom videos. Like I had all the excuses of like, remember, I had all the excuses, and I was like, oh, my cat makes noise, and I didn't do them. That is the thing that changed my business. That completely changed my business, because my personality comes out in video. And so if I'm just like, hey, I could totally help you, I would love to help you, here's what I can do, here's what I've built, it has worked like magic. Like every single sale I've made has been from a video. Like every single video I send, they're like, I loved your video. And so I get jobs like this. And I go on Upwork, I go just cold outreach on LinkedIn, I go to warm people, but it's always leading with a video. And it's magic. Like it's not magic, because I mean you talked about it for months, and I was like, oh no, I'm not going to do that. It changed everything for me. And so now I'm like, I always do videos. So I film videos for like 2 to 3 hours every single morning of just outreach videos. And then, client work, whatever I need to do, take calls. And yeah, it's just kind of crazy. And I haven't had a day off for a while. I don't see that coming anytime soon, but it's fun, and for me, I need to productize a little bit. I know that's coming, but I'm working with different types of clients, because for the last 10 years, I did the exact same thing every single day. And it was so hard for me, and now it's like, I'm working with a fashion designer. I'm working with an SEO membership. I'm working with like a gas membership, all these different things. Like
so
it's so cool, just like random clients, I just got a call with a realtor. And so I might be helping her, and so it's really fun of like all the different types of stuff. And I've been using the lab for marketing, and I am blowing people away, like, because I'm doing email marketing, I'm building funnels. And so I worked with an artist, and she was just like, how did you come up with that? How did you even know? And I'm just like, I didn't want to like tell her, but I was like, yeah, I'm really good at copywriting, but it's like, she was just blown away of like what the lab's been able to do of just, it was email marketing I'm using. So yeah, it's been crazy the last month.
Oh wow, this is so exciting. And Kelly, I love your energy, and I'm pretty sure in those videos this energy just shines, and people like instantly connects with you. This is amazing. So
yeah,
I
it's
feel
like one
yeah.
in every 5 videos I send, I get an interview basically, or 1 in every 4, I think. Yeah, so it's
Oh
quick.
wow, that's amazing. And are you doing Loom?
Descript, because Descript I can edit. And so Descript, I always say and I always over talk, and I'll kind of say, I'm like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, and so I can just go back and just delete what I said real quickly, and it's fine with me. And so I think it's pretty good, because I can over talk, because I don't want to have to like redo takes and all that kind of stuff. So Descript works. I already paid for it. It's really cheap. So.
Loom also you could edit as well, like exactly the same. You
Oh,
could go back, cut it off. It just needs to be the desktop version. But
okay.
I mean,
yeah, maybe I'll go to it, because Descript has been not very good. They've been kind of bugging out the last week.
What
And
I
I'm
like
this
about
is my
Loom,
business,
I don't know about Descript, but what I like about Loom is that you can actually, it sends you an email who has viewed your video. And that is super, super useful, because even if they haven't reached out to you, they viewed it. So they are much warmer than those who haven't. And you can
go back and say, I just saw you watch my video.
Yes.
You can basically tell them. Fantastic. So Kelly, what I can say, I did say in the comments as well that you went mad, which means massive actions daily. So literally, she's the true example of guys, massive actions daily, which we say the mad, like we shorten it. It just like you said, I had no day off. I was just going all in. What I'm crazy to find out about is that your outreach method. So it's through the videos. That is good to know. But how did you outreach those people? Like, how did you go to the LinkedIn? what did your text look like? What did you tell them? Did you say, hey, this is what I do, this is a video, or what was that process look like?
So I went through Upwork. I went on Upwork and I do a lot of AI automation. And so Upwork is the #1 place to find AI automation jobs. And so I just went AI automation and marketing, and I started looking for things I like. And so I was like dogs, cats, herbs, wellness. And so just really random jobs that most people wouldn't find because they're kind of tucked in there. And like those people don't know how to describe AI automation very well either. So they don't like, it's not something that most people will see. And so I'm just literally going after kind of the really random jobs on Upwork, and it's working well. Like,
so you have an Upwork profile yourself?
mm-hmm.
You don't have one?
Yeah,
And then
I'm top rated and all that. Yeah, it's nice. I have people coming to me. People pay me for interviews, which is kind of, I didn't know that was a thing, but yeah, it happens.
So instead of you sitting for someone to apply or inquire you, then you do the other and you go after them, which I quite like. But what does your script look like? What do they tell them? Wait, what do you tell them when you reach out to someone?
So basically I kind of am just like, oh, I'm the perfect fit for this job, or like I'm making you a video to prove I'm not like a robot, I'm a real person, so I kind of have that like personal at the beginning, and then I'm just like, oh, this is exactly how I would solve it. Because typically when I read the job, I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I do, or I've already built a system like that. So I'll go and I'll show them, and because I use make.com, so in make.com I'm like, this is exactly the scenario I did. We went bam bam bam. So I'm showing them of like, hey, look, I've already done this, I can do it for you too. Like, so giving them an example, not just talking, like always showing them something. If it's maybe my website of like, hey, look, I've done a sales funnel, or hey, look, here's other sales funnels I've done, but I'm always showing examples of here's this on the screen as I'm going through things. So it kind of gives me a little bit more credibility too.
No, that's fantastic. I completely agree with that. Because they
Yeah.
build the trust.
Yeah, and I also do I do cold outreach as well. So I'm working on my cold email. It hasn't, like, my cold email hasn't been really good. So I'm emailing about 250 people every single day in cold outreach. It hasn't been great because I haven't had a good offer, but it's funny because I just launched a property. He's a property investor. We just launched a campaign to B2C, and he got 3 people within the first 6 days that want to sell their house to him. And I'm like, I got his to work, which is great because he paid me a lot of money to get that to work, but I can't get mine to work. So now I'm like, because I'm going to go all in on this weekend. I'm like, I'm going all in on getting like, hey, look, I have this case, and like he got all these, I can do this for you too. So I'm going after property investors this weekend, like cold email starting.
That's fantastic. So with the cold email, make sure you use instantly, yeah? Don't use your
I do,
GHL.
yeah. Yeah, I configure, I know all that kind of stuff. So I configure all in the back end. I actually do it all myself. I have about 9 email boxes going, but I can do a lot. So yeah, I do all those. I know how to do all of that on the back end.
That's fantastic. So did you quit your job completely?
Yeah, I got fired. So I'm 100% doing this. Yeah, it wasn't a choice. Yeah, they were like, and I was like, oh, I will. But it was funny because as they told me, I was really happy. And I don't think I ever would have gotten there if I wasn't like, oh, I know I could do this, because I see the potential, with AI and marketing, and people need help. Like so many people need help. And it's like, I've gotten a lot of clients this last month because they don't want to learn this tech, they don't want to get involved in it, and we can help them. And it's so easy for us to help them. And so I'm like, there's just so much opportunity right now that I see it, and it's like, if I wait another couple months or forever, it might not be as like what it is right now for me, And so I'm like, I'm going to go all in, and I'm going to keep going all in.
The good news is that the opportunity get bigger and bigger, because like the demand, the speed of the demand with the labor, it doesn't match up. Of course, there are more people that are actually learning it, but this is so slow, but the demand is so fast. So what happens is that the gap keeps increasing. So that's a good news for you guys, because if you're having this AI, just exactly what Kelly said. You guys might say, oh, this is so easy, but people can learn it themselves, but who can be bothered? You guys have no idea, this busy business owner, they don't want to learn anything. They just want someone to come and get it done for them, right? It's not about, they're not going to go through the learning process. So that's why it's create an opportunity for you guys to go after them and say, hey, I'm doing the done for you service for you, and use AI like a make.com or our software for the marketing, or a combination of the both, then you can provide our services. There's a lot of AI services you guys can provide. If you go to the AI Accelerator course training, like there's so many different modules. Every single module could be turned to a business. So the opportunities here is like literally enormous. Fantastic, Kelly. We're so happy for you. We cannot wait to see that you coming up with a bigger win. Let us know if we can help you with anything. If you want to go down the path of scaling really fast and getting a consistent, persistent lead, maybe you need to consider doing some Facebook ads, do some application funnel, right? To get there, and then definitely try to use the Azriel's help and expertise, and we can help you to have success in your Facebook ads for sure. One other question I have is, so you didn't decide to niche down. You basically don't niche it. You help anyone that needs help with automation and AI. Is that correct?
Yeah, well, it's interesting. I follow a lot of different business coaches, and this one that I follow right now, and he's like, don't niche, and then figure out what the market has demand for. And like, I didn't, but now I'm kind of finding my niche. And so I don't want to like announce it and be like, I'm this niche, but like the niche is finding me, and I think as I go and what's attracting to me and what I'm doing and what I'm doing really well with, the niche is finding me. And I think I'm starting to see it. And so I'm like, all right, now I can really kind of hit cold email because I have an offer and I know who I can really help. And so I think my next round of cold email it's really going to stick, especially since I just had success with a client. I'm like, I know how to do this now. So I'm really excited with it because cold email can change everything.
That's perfect.
Fantastic. So Kelly, what is for you? Like, what is the goal after you got fired? I'm pretty sure you had those moments at yourself, like, you know what? This is what I want. This is what I'm going to achieve in the next 6 to 12 months. Like, what is that goal what is that number you're looking at in the next 6 to 12 months?
Well, I'm trying to get, because right now, I need to be at least 10,000 a month, or I'm gonna be probably looking for another job, which I'm fine. Like I trust in myself and I know I can do that. So for me, it's like I really want to get to 25, and at 25, I want to bring on a couple people, and I don't know if I want to do an agent. So it's kind of like I don't know, but I'm letting like faith and excitement and just like the passion just drive me, and I feel like it's gonna happen. But it's growth. It's 100% growth. Like I have my next goal. My goal this month is 15K, and then it's 20K. So it's like it's growth every single month, and I want to work with people that I like to work with. That is huge. Like coming from corporate and having to deal with people you don't like to work with, that is huge. So it's like I want to get to where it's easy and it's fun, and I'm not working with a lot of people because right now I'm working with a lot. So it's like I want to kind of have a bigger monthly retainer with like smaller amount of clients. So it's like my goal would be 4 or 5 people that I really like working with, that I can really deliver really good value to impact, and then I have more time, because it would be nice to take a little bit of a break. That'd be nice. I work all day.
That's a great
All day.
goal. I love that. Yes. So
Definitely.
definitely experiment with this niche that you feel more comfortable with. Yes. And then you become an expert in it. And then your messaging is going to be around that niche as well. And then you can launch the ads with the right messaging, targeting the right audience. You can scale really fast. Yeah.
That's something that I recommend is when you guys are starting out, don't niche down exactly like what you said. Because as a complete brand new beginner, why would you say no to someone? Let's say that I want to niche down to real estate. Why? Because I want to niche down. And then would you say no to say someone that comes, let's say they're completely different industry, but they want to have a funnel? What is the difference? You can build funnel for anyone. You can make automation for anyone. And that's what I don't like the niching down at the beginning, exactly what you said, because then you can try to create the cash flow and to be able to help anyone in any niche. And until you refine it and say, you know what, I really enjoy this niche because this niche has money. This niche, I can give them more value, because some niches that no matter how great job you do, they're not going to value you. Why? Because their pricing is low, because the profit margin in that niche is low. That's how you can refine your niche, by actually working with different niches. Then you're going to say, this niche is perfect. They actually can afford me. If I help them, I can 2x their business. I can 3x their business. But there are some niches that no matter how great job you do, you can never help them to the expectations. So that's what we recommend here, so that you're exactly on the right track, Kelly, what you're doing. And over time, you find a perfect niche that's going to exactly what is the people you enjoy working with, the people that can value you, your expertise and what you do for them, because the value for them is big. So that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing your story and all the details and inspiring everyone. Just to stick around. We have one more person that's gonna share the story, and then we go through the voting after that. So we have Leo here. Leo, I'm gonna bring you on the screen.
Oh, Leo.
Skool winner.
Hello, hello. No, wait, I have to find some light. It's literally 1 a.m. here in the morning, so I apologize if the setup is not perfect. So we're just gonna do it as good as we can. Hello, everyone. So
hello, good to see you, Leo.
Skool winner. Tell us about that.
Well, firstly, I'm absolutely sleep deprived, so it's an honor to be here, but at the same time, it's a punishment. It's painful because I lack sleep, a lot of it. I can't really think, so I'm gonna try to keep it very simple because I'm gonna lose myself speaking.
We really appreciate you coming up. I know that it's in the middle of the night, so yeah.
Yeah, it's like 1:30 a.m. I think, or something like that. Well, fuck it. It's good to be here. So basically, to make it short but impactful, 90 days ago, I was speaking with Oscar we were basically in the universe of online making money, and we weren't really knowing what the hell to do. And we were just trying out everything, and nothing seemed to work. And so we said, well, we need a goal. And then we figured out, well, the new Skool games are launching. And so we said, well, let's go and try to win the Skool games. Well, it turns out our a Skool community that we run right now was in the money category. So to give a little bit of context, to win in the money category, you needed about 250 clients. At the time, we had 25. Now, I don't have any audience or anything like that. So we basically were trying to do the mission impossible. But unlike Tom Cruise, unfortunately not Tom Cruise yet, so we weren't able to pull it off as good as we wanted to. So this year we just burned 15K in ads and made so much money back. So if you take money, you put like with a briquette, and you just burn it, and you see it burn like 15K. That's like what a month looked like, 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, with a full team. It was very, 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 very painful. I think everyone of you who has gone through struggles or can relate to. Let's put it like that. And so 7 days before the end of the Skool games, like we were really so short from giving up, because like there's no point in keep on burning money. And we were doing everything, like outreach as well, like ads. We were just doing everything we could. 7 days before the end of the Skool games, my partner also comes to me and tell me, Leo, why are we trying to compete in a category which just makes it impossible to win? How about we just do a second Skool community in a category where we're going to have better chances, but we can also help people? And so literally 7 days, 83 days late to everyone else, we start to make a brand new Skool community and help men, and especially young men, like from 18, 22, with dating relationship advice, right? So this time we also onboarded a female partner, which is basically going to share her perspective on the thing. And so we launched it in 7 days. And I can tell I have not done so many calls like since the last Skool games in December. So it was really just everyone I knew in my contact list, everyone on WhatsApp, you scroll down the contacts you have. I was just calling out everyone. I was like, hey, do you want this? Do you want to join? Do you want to join? Do you want to join? And I did that for 10 hours straight. And within 7 days, we got 33 new customers, new monthly recurring customers. It's $35,000 in cash collected in 7 days.
Oh, so, wow. Oh, my goodness. From the complete failure to all of a sudden everything changed around.
That was not expected at all. So literally that's maybe also why I'm a little bit very much sleep deprived.
Oh, wow.
Because I didn't have time to sleep. So it isn't healthy at 17, I guess, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So we won the Skool games for the second time at 17 years old. So it's pretty fun. But now something that I would really love is to also once in my life win the AIpreneur games, because that means a lot to me as well. I met Atena back then in December, and doing the first Skool games, and she has an amazing community with so amazing people, with all of you in there, who are all trying to build successful businesses. And I always wanted to once win the AI games, and that's why I decided to show up at 1 a.m. in the morning to tell my story and hopefully inspire some of you that no matter where you're at right now, it doesn't matter if you're 17, 16, or 35 or 96, as long as you can use a MacBook, you can make money. And as long as you're willing to sacrifice time, money, and effort and burn through 15K, like go negative, if you're willing to do that, it pays off in the long run. So that's a short story, but really I appreciate everyone who has helped. Tina also doing the last months. Thank you for all the help, and all of you. You're an amazing community, help each other. It's amazing to have you all. And I would love if on my journey at 17 I could also put like the AI games on my trophy, and just be proud to say that Aten has an amazing community and I can be part of it. So that's my two cents. That's it.
So now tell us a little bit about your strategy of the outreach. What was your outreach strategy? and offer.
Oh, that's secret sauce. That's secret sauce.
No, we share the secret sauce for AIpreneurs.
Well, let's put it like that. There are free communities. In our case, that it was for relationship advice. There are Skool communities that you can leverage in terms of inbound. Right, that's one of the strategy we use. So the biggest problem is that you don't have demand in the beginning. Like, no one cares about you. It doesn't matter how sexy you are, or how many whatever books you have written in the past, or how tall you are. Nobody gives a hell. You have to generate interest, and we did that by basically starting to post in those communities. We start by giving first. We start by showing up. The same thing you do in content. Why don't you do it in Skool communities? Why don't you start to provide value to the people close to you, right, in communities? And so we got a lot of people reaching out to us, saying, well, how do you go with girls? How do you do this? How do you do this? Hey, I struggle with this. Do you have a time for a call? And so basically what we try to generate is inbound interest by doing outbound. In that aspect, we were doing posts, but also commenting on other people. And that's a really strong platform that we have here in Skool, commenting on people's posts, right? Basically like back then Facebook, but the lead quality is so much higher, because like, if you think about where Skool, most likely Skool's users are, most of them are from first world countries as well. So of course the Skool is getting even bigger, so it's amazing as well. So yeah, that's how we got to members, but of course there's a lot more secret sauce behind that. But if you would tell it wouldn't work. But that's one of the strategies that we have used that was pretty successful. So yeah, if that helps.
How did it work? You went to other groups, you comment on the posts and stuff, and the people noticed you, and they would message you, or you would message them?
It depends. When I see a very good potential lead that has like written a very long post detailing a problem, I then do a very personalized outreach method, because that's the thing, I have context about that person. Right, so now it's extremely personalized, and as well as sometimes just people messaged me, like I usually put in my post, like in the last line, it's like, hey, if you have questions, just drop them in the comments, or just message me privately, like you want, right? But don't be too like, never just say please DM me private, because then they know you're basically trying to sell them something. So I let people just choose, and usually then, like, depending on if it's personal, they're just gonna message me. So.
And was it like a other similar group? So it was a schooler?
No, it was not Schooler. It was, for example, Adonis Gang. I don't know if you know that, but basically self-improvement groups a lot in there that we did it. But yeah, just so you know, like I have the amazing chance to have a team of 5 amazing people, and including my brother, and we worked like so stupid asses. Like, it was completely mad. Like, we had so many accounts reaching out to people, making posts. Like, we literally probably increased the engagement of some communities like never before. That was pretty fun to see how the rank increase of like Adonis Gang and other groups because of us. But no, that's all the specific details. But really, what I can give away is we live in a market now where trust is very low, and outreach doesn't work the way it did work. And I can tell you that by having done a crap load of outreach. Like, my Skool community is all about outreach. It's all about acquisition, and you have to generate interest. And there's so many ways of doing that, but never forget that. Like, don't try to sell. Try to generate interest, and then usually sales happens from it alone, or it gets super easy. So just find something people want or need, or if possible, both, and just give them that. Give them a taste of it, and then sell them the rest. So that's really and what helped me win the Skool games again with my amazing team. And I hope this also was gonna help us in this future. And I'm really, by the way, if anyone has questions, feel free to just message me in the Skool AIpreneurs games. I'm happy to help, jump on a call, or just in text. Happy to help there. Yeah, and maybe I should get some rest sometime. I like a lot of sleep. Let's put it like that.
I literally was just thinking, imagine if we could create a software, something that could automatically go and comment and like other people's posts in the Skool, because that exists with the Instagram. One of the way that actually could organically increase your Instagram followers is by engaging other posts, like other people's, like let's say that your competitors followers, you go to the competitors followers post and you comment on them. Alex Hormozy and Sam Owen teaches about that skill set. They call it like 100 strategy. Like, you need to go 100 minutes a day 100 comments and like. But then with the Instagram, with the AI, thankfully, you could automate it. And it's something I'm
Yeah.
going to teach you guys in the bootcamp about it. And bootcamp is going to be so epic, guys. This time there's going to be a lot of genius strategy coming on place. Definitely. Sorry, do you mind guys to mute yourself, maybe Tatiana?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's one of the things we're gonna teach you how you can leverage AI to be able to automatically increase your organic followers by engaging other posts without you be doing anything at all. Like AI completely take care of it. But imagine if that exists for Skool. You know what that means?
The problem is Skool has guidelines against that
I
because they
know.
don't. Yeah, so that's a bit of the problem. But yeah, I think that's what I can give away is I'm so like over the last 3 years. Like I started business at 14. I don't know what went through my mind. I don't know like what wall did I ran against or who hit me that hard that I started business at 14. To be fair, but it somehow decided to start at 14. And the last 3 years, the things that I've realized that the most important thing is the people you surround yourself with. So that's why showing up on this group is also part of the things I plan to do more of, but as well as everyone of you. It means a lot for me to be in here with all of you, because if you think about it, like you might know some people that might need my help. I might know people that might need you help. And that's the best way how we can all help each other, because it's not you against me or you against a tenor. It's, you know, all of us just trying to make it out, you know, out of 9 to 5 or like Kelly, beautiful story as well.
Yeah.
I think that's really helping each other.
Together. We can go a long way together. Exactly.
Exactly.
Power of community. Leo, that's such an inspiration, honestly. Like you continuously, like Leo, like since we met, he gone through a couple of different journeys. He's run ads, webinars, this and that. Something doesn't work, something works. But one thing that's persistent with him, he just doesn't quit. He doesn't give up. Like something doesn't work, so like I don't give a damn shit. I'm gonna make this right. I'm gonna pivot. So you continuously like
Thank you, all of you.
you're not quitting. You're so motivated. You show up every day and you work so hard. And I can see the sacrifices you're doing. A lot of 17 years old like you, they're just partying and stuff, and you're sitting there just working your ass off. And there is a reason you're successful, because then majority of people are not prepared to do what you're prepared to do. If anyone ever come back to say you're lucky, you gotta say this is not like, because when you were partying, I was working, right?
Yeah.
And I was working my ass off. So that's just a key and secret sauce. It's just like coming up, showing up, trying, getting a mentorship and help. And obviously, like, you know, the category when me and you discussed, I do remember that you said, oh, we're going to go to the Skool game. And I was like, Leo, money category, you're going to have much ads. That was the first thing I told you. I was like, you know what? The one big secret sauce, if I can help you, is that to try to change your category. And then obviously you had some calls with Goose, and then try to how to change the category. But that's a huge difference. Like in a Skool game, to win a Skool game, to be honest, win a Skool game, especially if you haven't won it before, like that award you guys see on the back, plus meeting up with Alex Hormozin and Sam Owen and spending a day with all of the other successful people, that mastermind and the award and recognition by itself, to be honest, is worth so much money. I would pay $50,000 plus to pay that, because the award, the recognition, spending time with that mastermind. So it's a huge success. And then one small change category. If you're in the money category versus you're in a relationship category, you guys thinking about like 90% like different, like revenue wise is like had to be 10 times more to be able to win this career. So that literally just changing a category could be completely game changer for a business, right? Like one thing that's so small, huge swing in your success. So sometimes that there are secret sources that exist, guys, and it's not like a thing, I'm just gonna go work hard. I'm gonna work hard. Like Leo could work hard, but if he was in a different category, who couldn't win the Skool game, right? So it's working hard, working smart, and get the proper mentorship. Show up to this call with myself, show up to this call with these mentors that we have, to use the help, to use the expertise to take you a lot further than how you would do by yourself. So that's basically the key. Well done, Leo. So proud of you.
Well, thank you. Thank
Congratulations, Leo. That's a fantastic story.
But
and
I always like to say that, like I said, the most important thing is that you take it all with love. I think that's really what a reflection that I've seen in the last few months. Like we went through really a lot of shit. Like we literally dried out our entire bank account. Like literally, we literally came out with butt fuck nothing. Like if we didn't win the Skool games and worked our ass off, like we would look very red, like not healthy at all. So I really like take it with love. Like you have to have passion. Like you can see Kelly has amazing passion as well. And like you said, happy to help each other, because you can, maybe even I can learn things from you and you can learn things from me. And if we're gonna go to see Alex and Mosey, if you have a good question, I can maybe ask them for you.
Oh yeah, you know what you need to do? You need to go to that mastermind, make lots of notes, and come and do a presentation in our group. What about that? We could invite you as a guest speaker.
That could be something. If
Yeah,
you all
when is it
want it, I'm
happening?
happy to do it. I'm happy
When
to
is it
serve the
happening?
community.
When is the mastermind?
The 19th, the
No.
19th of July.
Oh,
Right, okay. So we could do be guest speaker a week after. I think we have someone locked in a week after, maybe about Tatiana 1st of August. Maybe we could make him to be a guest speaker.
We're gonna have to see what we can do. We can check down WhatsApp.
Yeah, we will reach out to you and then we'll organize a time to do that. So that's fantastic. Have a great time. I'm pretty sure I'll see you in the community by then, but I know you have a lot of sleep to catch up and a lot of fulfillment.
Yeah,
It's
a lot.
you know what happens? Like me and Tatiana, we literally finish a school game. We're like, you know what? We're finally gonna sleep. And then we realized we had 350 new clients on Monday morning. You know? I was like,
I remember.
it was like 350 new high ticket client. Would you know what that means? Like it's to be honest, December was harder than even November for us. We barely took any break, guys. We literally immediately after school game, me and Tatiana went and got a massage and we had a chat and that's it. And then literally after that, back to work, back to fulfillment with all of the customer service and stuff. So it was very tough, but we looking back, we just like, you know what, we did that. See what we did. We could do a lot bigger than this. It's just like you start building the confidence and realizing what you're capable of doing it. And then you know that I did something like that, I could do bigger, I could do it again. And then you gain a lot of experience too. Like the experience of having that many new clients come to your business. Do you know what that means? Like experience that the business it takes 5 years to do it. We did got that through that experience in a couple of months, and we realized all of the hardship, everything that comes with it. No, we're looking at expected of someone that have 10 years experience in the business. Why? Because we did something that take businesses years to do. So that experience, I wouldn't change it with anything. And so yeah, Leo, I know you guys gonna be quite busy. I'll let you to go back to sleep soon. We're just gonna come to the voting time, guys. So so the voting's gonna happen. So everyone, we're gonna vote. So what we do is that I start with my vote to begin with. So I'll open up the vote and Tatiana will close the vote. And then you guys can vote in between. And then we just put it in chat and we do the count at the end. So Tatiana, did you want to share anything before we start?
Yes, so just wanted to say to remind everyone that we're voting for Leo, Kelly, or Gav. Yes, our three big wins this month. And whoever you want to vote for, just type their name in the chat. That's how we're gonna vote, and then we're just gonna do a simple count of the votes. Yes,
and you cannot vote to yourself. That's
right. Don't vote for yourself.
You cannot vote for yourself. Unfortunately, that's a part of the rule. So guys, just gonna kick off the voting very soon. But all the three of you, so proud of you. You all work so hard. You all have the amazing achievement, and we cannot say. And the good news is, guys, like you can participate in this every month, right? Kelly, for example, Leo, you can come back again. Whether you're a winner or you're not a winner, you can multiple time participate, and you can be winner. You could be winner every month if you want to. So that's a good news. So that's not like only opportunity. You guys can participate again. So it's very hard decision because like, you know, they all have big success with Kelly, like getting fired and all of a sudden she's on fire. She's on a call every day, working so hard. With Gav, like the first Facebook ads, the appointment that booked 17K deal, like this story, this is just so amazing. And well done, Gav, with all of the difficulties that you had. You just took action and, you know, you went all for it. And Leo, with you, like, what do I say? You know, 17 years old, you just continuously work hard, you don't give up, and your work ethic is just so insane. And obviously 35,000, you said, that you guys did?
Well, we did $3,500 in new MRR. So yeah, it's 7 days. So
it's 7 days.
Yeah, to be fair, we could have done better, but you know, yeah, you could always do better. So
always, no matter how successful you are, you always.
That's insane. It's 7 days. Yeah. in 7 days to pivot and just to achieve that. That's amazing.
All right, so guys, they're voting time. I'm not gonna keep you guys up. So it's a very hard decision, but we have to only choose one. That's part of the rule. So I'm going to kick off the voting to vote to Leo. So that's my vote. Leo, you got your first vote from me. And then everyone else, please can pop in the chat about Leo, Gav, or Kelly, who you vote to. And then we're going to do the counting at the end. So we have Kelly. So Tatiana, please start counting.
Right, I need to be counting.
2 Leo, 1 Kelly. Another Kelly. Gav. So another Leo. Leo, we got 3 or 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 Leo so far. 5 Leo. And I think Kelly, it's getting tight between Kelly and Leo.
Okay, let's have a look. Did everyone vote? I think we need more votes.
Kelly, 3 so far. So guys, everyone needs to vote. If you are in this call, we should get 13 votes, and Tatiana will close off. So is there anyone that hasn't voted yet?
Pete.
All champs. Yes, that's correct.
Okay, let me have a look. So let's just count one more time. Okay, has everyone voted? Make sure you guys have voted. Leo, Kelly, or Gav. All right, and just finalizing the votes.
Tatiana, you need to vote as well yourself.
All right, okay, just give me a second. Yeah. Okay, so here's my vote. All right, so we've got the numbers down. So we have 5 for Leo, 3 for Kelly, and 3 for Gav. Congratulations, everyone! Congratulations, Leo!
2 awards in 1 month. Congratulations! AIpreneurs game.
Congratulations to Kev and Kelly as well.
Well done, guys. Awesome. No, yes, and as I always say, you know, your win is the most important win, right? So obviously it's amazing to win the AIpreneurs games and it's fantastic, but remember that your win is the win that happened in your mind. Yes, this shift that you have right now. For you, Callie, the shift. For you, Leo, the shift that I can do it. For Gav, the shift that I can do with the Facebook ads, right? It's the shift. The biggest win is the win that happened in your mind. And I'm so proud of you. You can now never go back because you know you can do it. And that's what's most important.
That's it. And guys, again, a reminder about what are the prizes. So the prize is the $1,000 cash that Leo, we would bank transfer to you today. PayPal, if you have PayPal, please send it to us. We usually transfer same day. And number 2 is that you're going to be invited to be in my podcast. So
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so we will do an interview in the podcast, and that get shared in the YouTube, in the free community, in the email. So you get a bit of the brand recognition through that too. And there's also the one that's a surprise. It's a surprise gift. I don't know if anyone has started noticing the surprise gift between all of these winners. It's something like a secret. Haven't announced it. But it's something, there's a common pattern between all of these winners. They're getting something that no one else getting, and it's a little bit obvious if you go to the profile. So I gave a little bit of a hint, but that's something that it's if you guys find the pattern, then every single person in the mastermind, you know who has been a winner in the past, and you're able to recognize the AIpreneurs game winner. So that's basically what it is. So congratulations again, guys. So the July started already. So we are a couple of days into it, and we cannot wait to see who's gonna be the winner this month. If you haven't, share your wins and you haven't started yet, you still have, like, what the Leo said, like, from a complete failure, 15K that lost in the Facebook ads, all of a sudden he made like a couple of $1,000 MRR. This is MRR we're talking about, monthly recurring revenue, in 7 days. So you could literally completely change the game of the whole thing in a couple of days if you want to. For those of you that are interested to participate in Skool game, this quarter started yesterday, and it's usually 3 months. So you guys have 3 months to win the Skool game, and I'm telling you guys, it's worth it. It's 100. That's the experience is a once in lifetime. The recognition you get in the friendships that you're going to make by going to that mastermind, the connection you're going to make in with Sam Owen and Alex Hormozy, the award that you're going to put in your background, everyone can see it. It's definitely worth it. So we are here to help you. We've been there before. We've been the goat of the school. We still have the highest break record since, and no one could break our break record since that we won the school game yet. We are here to help you. We know all of the secrets, so we know all the secrets. We know about everything, how this game works. So if you guys are all up for it, make a decision that you want to win the school game and come to the calls, and we are here to help you in the next 3 months to make that happen.
Perfect. So I think that wraps up today's closing ceremony. We're looking forward to see you guys to become to share your wins this month of July. Yes, this month has just begun, and work hard, work smart. Go for it. Go for your goals, and we hope to see you as the winner in the next closing ceremony.
And guys, the bootcamp as well. We have an upcoming bootcamp. We did a couple of announcements. If you guys haven't filled the form yet, you need to fill the form to RSVP. It's at the moment is a pin post, is it, Tatiana?
Yes, it's a pin post in the mastermind community.
Yes, it is. I quickly share the screen, guys, very quickly. So this is the bootcamp. You're invited, so make sure the bootcamp going to be absolutely epic. Different content with last time. It's going to be a lot of things that I've learned, secret sauce, hanging out with billionaires. You guys want to be in that bootcamp. Absolutely want to be that bootcamp. That's something that, a coach would charge you like $100,000 to share some of the secrets so that I know, and I'm going to be transparent and very generous with you all to share my knowledge and expertise and things that I've learned about a lot of things that in the past few months. It's absolutely worth it. 100% try to attend the bootcamp. We would love to see you there, and make sure that you RSVP.
Yes, and you can bring a +1. Atina, you mentioned that, yeah?
Yeah, you can bring your +1. Your +1, however, has to be a spouse, a business partner, or part of your team. So that's just the only rule is that about the +1s. But yeah, you have a business partner, you have a spouse, or someone in your team you want to attend it. Make sure that you can bring them.
Perfect. Very exciting. Thank you so much, Atina, for making this community so incredible. And we will see you all in the future sessions. Definitely make sure to attend Atina's Q&A calls. They are very, very important. We're going to have one tomorrow. So they are designed to help you with your business marketing and strategy so that you feel like you're supported, and there's lots of hand holding. So we'll see you there.
Bye.
Cheers. Have a lovely evening. Bye.